And right now we have State Senator Pat Connick on the phone with us talking about that attempted breakout at the Bridge City Center for Youth. Senator Connick, thank you for joining us. First of all, this has been a very troubled facility for quite some time.
It is, Eric, and I think last night was the tipping point where, enough's enough. And I was just got off the phone with the governor. They will be having meetings in Baton Rouge today with all the juvenile justice folks, as well as the prison leaders of the state, to get some staffing down there. That's the most immediate need. It's because of the lack of staffing that this was allowed to take place last night.
And I'm sure you've looked into this a lot. What is the problem there? How can there be so many escapes by so many kids?
Well, first off, the facility is not designed to house violent inmates, violent juveniles. It was designed as a girls' home, and it's become a way for, the kids now know how to escape. They know what dorms they got to be put in, and when they get in there, they clever, they get out and cause chaos. So, but enough's enough, and we need to stop it. We need to shut down this facility and get these juveniles out of this neighborhood.
And this is a state-run facility, correct?
Oh, it is a state-run facility. It houses the juveniles that are not able to be housed in the parish facilities. It's the worst of the worst, and that's the problem. So you get violent offenders there who are not being supervised because there's not enough supervision, and they are seeing the opportunity to cause chaos again.
And what are you hearing from your constituents in that area? Because, as we said, this has been going on a long time.
They want it gone. They want it gone tomorrow. And, that's the message I'm giving to the governor and to the other legislators. So if you can't house these juveniles and protect the neighborhood at the same time, something's got to change. And the change is, number one, staff it until you get the ability to move them to another location around the state.
So if you close this facility, where do the young offenders go?
There's facilities around the state. There's about 3 juvenile facilities. There's one that was mothballed in Jensen, Louisiana, I think was the name of the facility. We're looking into opening that up again, and that's on the table. That's up for discussion today and going forward.
And how many kids are incarcerated at this place or held at this place?
It's about 50, but there's about 23 in general population, and those are the ones that are causing the trouble. They are just doing what they want to do. They disrespectful of staff. There's no consequences to their actions. They know if they cause some trouble as juveniles, there's nothing that can be added to their sentence. Last night, 7 of those who were involved, about 20-something involved, 7 of those were over 18. So they were taken to Jefferson Parish jail by Sheriff LaPinto and his team. I say, last night I witnessed that SWAT team go in and quell this riot, and Jefferson Parish SWAT team was incredible.
And some of the youth who are in there are in for some pretty violent crimes.
You're looking at carjackings, kidnappings, 1 or 2 rapes and murders. These are the worst of the worst. But also, Eric, the problem is you got a 12-year-old boy with this 19-year-old in the same dorm. So it's really sad to see that. Yeah. And that's got to change also.
And do you think the state should change the laws for, who's considered a juvenile, considering just how rough some of these crimes have gotten and how many more kids are committing crimes these days?
I think that's part of the solution to look at, but the main problem is the staffing. We don't have enough men and women to watch over these kids and control them. When you have one lady officer looking over 15 juvenile boys, you're asking for trouble, and we're getting trouble.
Well, so far, no one has been, seriously hurt, or there haven't been any real bad incidents that have happened to neighbors or staff members at the facility.
No, that's the staff members have been hurt. Last night, 2 juveniles were taken to the 2 juveniles were taken to the hospital, and one staff member was taken to the hospital. But in the past, juveniles have beat up guards. I mean, broken jaws and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stepped on them and just abused them.
And,
But who
and,
wants to work in that type of atmosphere?
and the governor is on board with what you're saying?
The governor is well aware of it. Like I said, I spoke with him this morning, and the staff was last night. We were sharing information. He's going to address it, and he promised me he will be sending out some kind of press notification to you guys to going forward, hopefully by this afternoon or tomorrow.
All right, Pat. Well, keep us posted on this and let us know, if you can, what the outcome of this is going to be. And you're assuming this is going to be shut down.
I don't know if it can be shut down in the short term. In the long term, it needs to be shut down, and that's going to be my push.
Okay. All right, Senator Pat Connick, thank you.
Thank you, Eric.